There we go. We are live. And what on earth did that just do? There we go. That was the weirdest transition ever. I don't know why that even happened. OBS had a recent update, so things are a little bit crazy. Hi, all. Please let me know if at any point you can hear me or the cast twice. You shouldn't be hearing us twice. And there we go. Cast, are you all here, by the way?
Yo.
Well, I don't know why they're so quiet today. Let's hope that changes, because we're buckling in for an entire session of roleplay. We have an amazing show for you today. Some announcements. First, big thank you to our wonderful friends at Forgotten Adventures for making this all happen. Forgotten Adventures puts together these shows, this one, Defenders of Phandelver and Fears and Fortunes, because they want to see really awesome D&D, and they want to tell people about their amazing products. They make the best maps, tokens, and map assets out there. So if you want to make your own map, or if you want it to be really easy, you just want to open up Foundry, grab tokens and maps real quickly, they make that possible with all the amazing stuff they make. And because of that, they also make this show possible. So we really thank them. And we'll be telling you about them all the time. So thank you so much again to Forgotten Adventures. Check out their stuff at patreon.com/ForgottenAdventures. And other announcements. I'm sorry, I'm recovering from going to the Ren Fair yesterday. Oh my God. I recommend everybody do that at some point. We also have some awesome comments and fan art to check out. Let's start with the fan art. This one is from Ella Exotic Butters, who made these adorable pixel versions of our cast. Thank you so much for these, Ella. We really appreciate it. They also made these for I'm going to make them smaller so you can see a little bit more what they would look like if you were in a little game. They're just, I can't wait for the RPG. Sprites. Yeah. Very, very cute. We really appreciate these. They also made some of all of the members of the Fears and Fortunes cast. If you want to check those out, either watch the last episode of Fears and Fortunes or head over to our Discord, where we have a stream channel chat where we talk about all the shows. And yeah, you can see fan art that people post there even before we show it on the channel. Thank you again, Ella. Really appreciate that. Those are adorable. And for comments, we got some fun comments over the last week. This one was from Mr. R. Tunner. This was one of the most terrifying Earno presentations I've ever watched. Thank you. Really appreciate that.
Tell me about it.
Man, fuck that
guy. You have to kill him.
Wait until you meet him later. It'll be great. This one is from James Knowles. The look on George's face when Penny used her ultimate last episode was priceless. This was the episode, I believe, where you detected the signal that was coming in. He never saw it coming and was perhaps forced to reveal more information than he had planned in that moment. Most players would have saved the ultimate for a badass combat move, but Mick said, screw it, I'm going to use that for a badass story moment. Yeah, it was awesome. And I did reveal more information than I had intended, because it was I had all right, if they score a nat 20, I will give them this much info. But then they do an ultimate, and I look at an ultimate as being better than a nat 20. And so I had to go even further, which was crazy. And then finally, we got these two comments from Gregory the Small, who wrote, spoilers, when Penny almost shoved the Mind Flayer back into the portal, thus wasting George's ult. I was like, yeah, get him, Penny, but also poor George. Then I realized, then it failed, and I was like, damn it, George doesn't need sympathy. What was I thinking? And then Rashad added, bro, same. In my head, I was chanting, ult him through the portal. I was scared too. So that would have ended combat real quick. And that was a really long episode. So that would have maybe helped our runtime not be so long. But it was a great moment nonetheless. Thank you all for the comments. Please feel free, if you're watching, to leave a comment on YouTube. We appreciate every comment we get, and we love showing them off here on the channel. Okay, that is everything in terms of announcements. I believe that makes us ready to get started. I am going to go to our intro, I believe that's going to work without any issues. And when that's done, I will go ahead and put us live. So give us one moment. Okay. Be right back. Wait, will I be right back? 1 second. There we go. Yep, be right
He's
back.
in the void. It's just Gracie. I would have got that guy through the portal too if he had been juicing. There you go.
When no one's observing, you have to act, but the threat is unknown. So little hope, tempted and by despair. It's the end of your rope, and you're all out of prayers. That's when we need refuse all surrender. Refuse when the world leads. We have to defend her. Defend. We have to defend her.
Okay. Transitions are definitely acting up today, but we are good to go. Last time we played, and let me change the music here because it's not going to be that happy, but not too horrible either because you guys made it through an intense combat. Last time we played, you all were in an intense fight against not just Ruxathid, the Chosen, but also a Mind Flayer that they summoned through a portal, the Herald, which is now dead. I can go ahead and make its boss bar go away. There we go. And we are out of combat, so let's go ahead and end that. There we go. The way the battle ended, Penny lunged at this creature, attacking and started cutting it to pieces, screaming in an unknown language, slashing it to ribbons. While that's happening, Penny, it's like you black out for a moment. And instead you find yourself here. Looking out the window at a beautiful meadow. You feel warm and at peace. You feel confident. You're currently washing a dish, a circular saucer. You're just sort of washing the front of it in the sink as you look out this window, and you can hear a voice, maybe your mother, speaking to you. I wish you luck out there. And no matter what happens, I will always love you.
Can I turn around?
Yeah, you look at them, but as you do, you're in like a weird, almost dream state. You go to turn to see your mother, but you don't see a face. You see like the opposite of a silhouette, just light shining at you in the shape of a person. But you don't, in this moment, you feel some kind of comfort. That comfort quickly washes away as you find yourself back in the situation you were in. You're standing there covered in this purple blood of this now dead Mind Flayer. Breathing heavily. Someone must have moved you back away from them because you're about like 10 feet away from the Mind Flayer now. You guys are all out of combat. The battle is over. You are free to do what you wish.
Immediately, I'm running up to Penny and pulling her into the biggest hug.
Oh, I'm wet. Okay.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
They hurt you.
What happened? I forgot the last 10. What happened?
You flew and attacked him. You don't remember?
And that I know. Last like five seconds. I don't know. I think my mind went elsewhere. He's dead. I like look at him to check and make sure that he's
Yes.
You
yes.
go
on.
to reach out, and as you do, you see that your hand is still this massive claw. You all see that.
Ooh, not that. I'm gonna try to fix it.
Okay.
Sorry. You should 1 second. I don't know how I fixed it. Just take really calming breaths.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In and out, in and out. Okay.
Slowly, it goes away.
Okay. Good. Thumbs. Okay. Yes. There's people. I have to. I go back towards the prisoners. I'm gonna try and get him out. There's a dead goblin, right? I can grab his keys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll go. I'm gonna go try to. There's people that I know that are back there.
You toss
So-
one of the goblins into lava, so his keys are gone. But the other one was over here. Yarno burned to death. Their keys, little charred, but totally fine.
Okay,
And you
this'll
go
work.
and race over to the prisoners.
Hi. Everything's fine. Everyone else is here. We can leave now. I'm going to get you out. Is everyone okay? No one looks injured. Nothing. I don't think
We're
anything happened.
okay. By the
Awesome.
way, I can finally show you the art of Dareth, the town master's nephew. This is them.
Oh,
Ew. This is the guy that the town master wanted to hook me up with.
Well, he didn't look this disheveled prior to coming to the prison.
Still.
Yeah, and
he's been
yeah.
through it. It's been a rough couple days.
No,
it has.
okay.
He's just
I'm just
he's
gonna-
just a kid.
I'm gonna continue not to make eye contact while I unblock everyone else's stuff. I don't know the exit, but the others are out here, and if you are hurt, I'm sure there's something. I like usher them towards the main area where everyone else is.
Okay, yeah. You guys are all here. You do realize getting them out might be a little bit tricky given the things that you know are still sort of lurking around the upper levels. But yeah, you could certainly take care of those things. Is there anything anyone else wants to do?
I would say for Valandor, as soon as he kind of finishes engaging with Alucor in regards to saving him from the Mind Flayer, he was going to walk over to where the portal was.
Mm-hmm.
And he just kind of like stands there and is looking at it. And is there like any like runic symbols or anything on the actual like stonework?
Give me an investigation check.
I'd
DC
like
is
to
gonna
add. I
be
did.
20.
I'd like to sketch. I would also like to go up and sketch the dais and just kind of have some sort of visual in my journal.
You can go ahead and do a same check as well.
Okay.
7.
7. Yeah.
Natural 1.
Let's go.
Due to Leo casting Shatter, I believe maybe as an ultimate, I forget what it was, but due to them casting it right here, all of the stonework was like obliterated. if there were writings or inscriptions, you're not able to find anything useful.
Okay. Then I'll say, if you'll allow me, George, maybe then there's just one of these moments where, as Valandor's staring at it, there is this kind of like quick back and forth, jarring, almost like instinctive yet frightful pull, as when I touch the wall, it's like there is instead of the pale hand that I have, I just see a hand full of like color, and it is this moment where I'm sort of like remembering this place. And then I just kind of like will back up, and I'll see that it is all just kind of destroyed and tattered. And then I'll just kind of remain, and I'll sort of like playfully like grab the end of my hair. It's just this like jet black hair, and I let it run off my fingers. Then I just kind of take a deep breath and kind of see where Penny is and see what she's doing, but from the distance. But that's about it.
Yeah. As you look at it, one thing that is clear to you is that you don't think you were here before, but you're realizing that there must be several of these kind of openings.
Right.
And they must be connected, as there are common threads putting these things together.
Gotcha.
But yeah, anyone else?
Alu would be looking at the corpse of the mind flayer, or what's left of it, just kind of taking it in as it's like the first that he's seen, but we'll just be kind of like examining it. As
You can
Valandor's like looking at the
see-
portal, he might just
Is there
like,
anything you're trying to find out?
I think he would try to see if it's magics, or if there's remnants of its magic that feel familiar to him. But more so, I think he would just be taking in like the horror that it is and the devastation that it almost brought the party.
You can do a medicine or arcana check.
Okay. I'm gonna do medicine.
Okay.
That is a natural 20 for a 27 total.
You get your hands bloody, sort of opening up wounds that Penny's diced this thing quite a bit. So you don't have to make like incisions, but you dig your hands in, and what you find, the creature at one time was humanoid. You're not sure what it was, but it then underwent this process that you may have heard from Leo about, essentially like ceramorphosis, where it transforms from a humanoid of one type into a mind flayer. But as you dig into it, you find, to your horror, there are signs of that blight, perfectly in tune with this body. Its musculature, its immense strength, you don't think is a natural thing that comes from mind flayers. This thing was strong, and you can see there is like that distinct, like deep purple, and the way the texture of it, and it looks like, I think the thing that makes it stand out is that it looks new, like flesh just born into the world, and that flesh is what makes up its muscle mass.
That's heavy. I think the moment he has that realization that this, if I'm interpreting this correctly, this wasn't the same being from start to finish. It was something that changed into something else. He would put his hand to the wound that Penny had healed. I think there'd be like, not a rush of anger. I think there'd be a brief sense of anxiety, and then calm.
Give me a con save.
So valid. That's a 12.
You feel like a tightness in your stomach. It's like your jaw's clenching, but in your stomach, it just sort of like tightens up. And you sort of like try to relax yourself and it goes away.
Okay. And I'll go and check Jeff's body to see if there's something similar. I don't know if the gem is still in his skull, but
I took it
Okay,
because
thank goodness.
to fuck with the portal.
Yes. But you do see, let's pull them up. You can see there is, it's like a concentrated dose of this blight was shoved into their head. And you can see those veins stretching out. And you think about the other goblins you guys have been fighting, these psionic goblins. Certainly not normal. The blight seems to affect all things differently.
I think he'd whisper to himself in Elvish, peculiar. This is all so strange. I have to tell the others, but maybe later.
You do find Jeff's scimitar.
Oh, hell yeah.
You can choose to use it or give it to someone else. It will work for all players at the table.
Ooh.
I think he'll definitely pick it up and will pull out the Hellfire Scimitar. And he'll put Jeff's blade in the holster. And we'll just kind of like hold the Hellfire Scimitar for a moment. Not like to wield, but just as like a... I don't know where to put this. And no place feels right. So just hold on to it and then go to regroup with the rest.
Okay.
The
Anyone
last thing
else?
I would like to
Yeah.
do is level 4 spell. I would like to cast Gate Seal around where the dais is.
One moment. I've never even heard of that spell. What the hell?
Level 4 Abjuration. You fortify
Cast
the
it, Gracie,
contact of
before
the
he looks it
flames
up.
in a 30-foot cube. You can see within range. Within that area, portals close and can't be opened for the duration. It's 24 hours. Spells and other effects that allow planar travel to, or open portals such as Gate or Plane Shift fail if used to enter or leave the area.
Fuck yeah!
That's what's up.
Yeah. Somebody screenshot that of George, please. We're gonna have that many times. It happened multiple times.
This
If you'd
spell-
like, I cannot take it. but
I love
saw
it when
no,
you're
no,
smart.
no.
I love it when you're
This
so
is very
smart.
thematic.
It is entirely fine. This is a new spell from Planescape Adventures in the Multiverse. I have yet to run that adventure or use much of the stuff from that that expansion. But that's awesome. Yeah, that's great. Love it. I was just like,
Sorry.
because there's like a gate spell, and I've never heard of Gate Seal before. And also,
Gate
that just
Seal.
sounds very specific. But no, for Planescape, it makes sense. Yep. Okay. Wonderful.
If you don't not take it, I can switch it out.
Nope, it's fine. Yep, you cast Gate Seal.
Oh, God.
This
I
thing
fucked something up.
George,
you
will
believe
remember
it will
this.
not open again for a very long time.
24 hours.
Yeah,
Just 24 hours.
fair
They can
enough.
come back tomorrow. I
They
just
can
want to
come
be
back
far enough
tomorrow.
away with my... Yeah. It's
Okay.
closed for the day.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Very good.
Oh, God, I shouldn't have used that. I should have saved that. Oh, boy. Okay. That's it. That's all I wanted to do.
Very good. Okay. Anyone else?
Do we see all of the clusters of different other prisoners coming to meet us?
There's only the
in-
3 that are here.
Yeah, that's all that's left.
Most of the people of
Yeah.
Phandalin that are missing are not present. So just one moment. Where is? Oh, that's right. I have it in boundary. So of this list of people, you found 3 of them. You found Tumblewick Rollins, Paulina Praveen, and Dareth Grint. Everyone else, though, is unaccounted for.
That is possibly what Navarro's doing then, because they had the list. So they're just going around from like the edges of the map or the area, looking for other things. And when they see the missing people, they're just, were there more of you?
Yeah, they tell you similar to what Penny might tell you, or Lucerin, that people were being walked into that portal. So the same place that creature came from, they were being sent to.
Even Violet.
Even Violet. Violet, though, give me 1 second.
Why they need a capybara?
Why would they need a capybara?
For vibes.
Give me one
Should
moment.
we throw this in here? It's like, yeah, for sure, man. Here you go. Just...
Can we use this? I don't know.
We had Bessie upstairs. Like,
I'll never say no. Never say no to an opportunity.
They do. One of the people, Paulina, I saw ramble with it. I think he was holding on to it to keep it safe.
oh. Okay. Oh. Navarre's just looking to the area and the portal. That's at least to the group. It's just this face of, have we lost them forever? Like, what do we do here? And is there anything on, like, this is a dwarven mine. This portal, like, I'm guessing just popped in there, right? It's not like it was something built there.
Give me no, never mind. I'm not gonna make you do a check for this. What you know is that and Leo might have been spelling this out to you from what they observed earlier. The mind flare stuff, like, you can see the stonework somehow was mutated and shifted. This is not a natural part of what the dwarves built. So, but you also know from your friend, Horalvac? What was his name? Horalvac?
Holdak or something?
Holdak, yeah. Hildak, that's what it was, Hildak. You remember from Hildak that this was a dwarven stronghold that was taken over by mind flayers. So they had control of this place for a good long time before they got, whether they left or whether they died out and then the goblins took over after the fact. But it's been a very long time. Like, we're talking hundreds of years.
They'll just note that they're pretty much pressing their hands to the floor and the different mutations, and by the time we find another one like this, I don't want to imagine their fate. How do we go back to town with barely less than half?
Well, it seems that we can either be honest, send the town into potential panic, perhaps, or we just tell them we're looking. Because at the end of the day, there is more than one portal. We're bound to come across another, and perhaps on the other side, just as I came through, they might be able to as well.
I don't think that they're equipped to handle the knowledge of how grave our situation is right now.
Lucerin steps up. They deserve the truth. And the townspeople have trouble handling that, I will do all I can to relieve them of their fear and suffering.
Wonderful. You, by the way, I must thank you.
Of course.
What you did was quite helpful, and we appreciate it. Valandor. I just introduced myself with a slight bow.
They bow to you as well, out of respect. A pleasure. You are... It looks about the room and looks at Navarra. You are friends with Navarra?
Yes. Maybe perhaps some would consider us best friends, but that might just be a one-handed situation. I just kind of give a little chuckle, and then I just turn around to go back to Aluk or anybody else. And then I just stop, and then I turn around and kind of go, "Are you friends with Navarra?"
Incredible.
We are close.
Navarra's just doing that look between Val after they're just kind of, but it's a smile. And as soon as they say that, they look to Lucerne, look back. Friends, we've the yes, we've worked together during in the Grove.
Right.
I just kind of
Yes.
lean in a little closer to Navarra, and I go, "Next time, if you hesitate a little bit further, then I'll truly believe you."
Can I
They just-
insight
they
check
do
this?
they do the eyes of like they're almost like mimicking like we're gonna like a fake punch.
I want to know if I need to bring more blankets down to the basement.
More
Uh,
friends.
11.
Yeah, go ahead and
Not
make an
much.
insight check.
It was an 11.
Can I roll to see what this guy that I was talking to, why he's so close to Navarra?
Sure, if you want to roll insight as well. Navarra, if
I
you
would
could roll a
love to
deception
roll
check, please.
insight.
I'm assuming if you're trying to
Ah.
cover anything up or if you want to persuade them otherwise.
No,
Okay.
I think it's just obvious. Like I think
Yeah.
Navarra. It's
I think I'm just
obvious
trying to
that
read
there's
the situation.
something for sure
Yeah.
that's like, whether it's labeled or anything. It's obvious that they haven't seen this person in a long time. They're not right now trying to hide it as best as possible. They don't have words. So I think y'all could see just there's something more.
Totally.
I think at the mention of friends, Alu's eyebrow raises, and Elvish will just say, "Friends who kiss." As
Valandor
Valandor,
immediately looks back at you. Excuse
Damn
me.
it.
That secret took one hour.
but to Lucerne, he'll say, "And just so we're all in agreement, what is the truth we're telling the people?"
That the other townsfolk that are missing were taken further away, and we need to find them. I don't
nod
think
his
we need
head.
to say more than that.
I agree.
Indeed, yeah, that is fair. Alucor, by the way.
Yes, would he have heard of Alucor at all? At least the name? Would he know?
Did Penny mention him?
I'm asking Maz.
Oh,
Dang.
Oh.
it's up to you. I don't know how much the clerics would have worked with the druids inside of the Grove, personally.
Well, any work
but
they
if they
did
have,
with Alu, well, they wouldn't have done work with Alu, but they may have heard about them from you, at least in a passing comment or something.
Well, maybe. I
Okay.
think before this, Alu and Navarre weren't close. They knew each other. and
Right,
loved
that's
each
what I'm
other,
saying. It
but
might have been
yeah.
oh yeah, you work with Navarra, right?
Yes, or used to, and now again. Sure.
Used to.
Oh, you didn't hear?
I've
Don't
been here for
even.
a few months.
It's fine. It's fine. We could chat later if you'd like.
Yes, that would be good. They shake your hand in just getting to finally meet you.
Alu gets a very firm grip. Not aggressive, but just professional.
You know what?
Question.
Sure. Go ahead and roll a strength check.
Yeah,
God,
Danny.
What is this?
Professional!
What fucked up high school reunion vibes
Oh!
is this?
No way!
God damn it.
Even with the gauntlets, Lucifer's grip is like, wow, that's firm.
That's the most poetic nat 20 ever.
It's beautiful.
Just a random point. Would I know that does Navarra speak Elvish?
I do not.
Okay, then just in general, because I mean, Alucor just going in for that handshake was like he did that handshake where he probably like pulled him a little close. I'll say in Elvish to Alucor, "Are you close friends with Navarra?" And then I just kind of like observe the handshake as Lucerin, I don't know, he's probably just kind of like, wow, this is a little unexpected, but sure.
I think Alu will turn from the handshake. Looking at glaring daggers at Valandor. No. What are you talking about? Very clearly flustered.
Who else here knows Elvish?
I think
Not
No one?
me.
Okay.
I have it on my list of languages, but I don't want to. I think it's funnier if I don't. I think it's funnier if I think personally,
it's so much funnier.
from Penny's
Val
POV, Alicor's touching
and
this
Al-
guy for a really long time.
Yeah,
I guess
I'm
they're
watching this.
dating.
Yep.
And he's like glaring
Navarra's
at
literally
Val.
standing like that. Yeah, and just
Mhm.
like,
Just
"What-
whisper
stop.
to Leo,
Just
I think they're
stop doing
exes.
this. This is enough
I'm
handshaking.
I'm not sure about that.
Do we touch that much? Is that weird, or is this a
I
weird
no,
thing?
well, I do think, honest.
We hold hands. It's different.
We do.
We don't do whatever this is.
This is something else.
I'm gonna-
Navarra's looking to Val like, what is this normal? What's like they're just like their face to Val is just like, what are you saying to him? What is
The awkward tension in the room is evident to everybody. Lucerin will just speak up. Should we rest? I can do something to help with that if we mean to leave this place today.
Yes, please.
Yes.
sure?
I
But
can also
have you had a
do
moment
something.
to rest? You've been here for how long?
All I've done mostly is rest, waiting for help and trying to keep the other citizens safe. I
All right.
think I'm done resting. And with that,
All right.
one moment, they are going to cast Prayer of Healing. So you guys can all take a short rest, and also, one moment, short rest. That would be. Okay, yeah, got it. One sec. I have to roll some dice for that. That is going to be 20 additional hit points that all of you get, regardless of what you roll for your short rest.
Nice.
Feeling much better.
I have
Oh,
something to confess.
Yeah.
I've been at full health since the hot springs.
Leo.
I stay far
I'm gonna
away.
say this. Yeah. If our wizard is always at full health, because we brought this up before of that they were at full health before, I feel like that's a win. Okay, as a party,
True.
that's a win. That's
Yeah,
number
that's a
one
win.
Win's a win.
party, like yeah,
Somebody's got to stay.
Person
Already
who
checkpoint.
shouldn't be hit hasn't been hit. Amazing.
exactly.
Yeah.
We're winning.
Yeah, I see no flaws in that argument.
You've all done your jobs very well.
You guys rest, and at some point make your way out of here. Let me just double check and make sure there's nothing you're
rest?
supposed to find. Short rest. If you guys want to long rest, you can. It really won't matter for story purposes. But you guys
Might
leave
be nice
here.
to rest at home in bed.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Home.
Have
Bed.
some more conversations.
Okay.
I would
let's
say for
see.
Navarra, resting outside somewhere or camping would be perfect, but totally.
You can camp under apple trees. We got a lot of those. Well, we have one less of
Yard
those.
Well,
less.
-1. -1
Ground is all
special
messed
one.
up.
-1. It was the best one too.
What is the level that druids can make trees?
I don't know
We
actually.
get a level up?
I don't know. It's
Only one level up. It's for Alucor, and it's just to grow the tree.
just to grow the
Yeah.
tree.
You can go back down after. It's fine.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
We
Separate
just
the-
surround the tree like that that Studio Ghibli movie where you're just like, woohoo.
Okay. Last couple of things in this room. You guys find at the base of where that statue was a small rolled up piece of paper that thankfully wasn't entirely scorched. It has some burn marks on it from Alu's spells that he casted during the fight, but otherwise it's intact. It looks like a very crudely drawn map that's sort of hard to decipher where it was intending. But you think this might have belonged to Ruxathid before they passed.
I'll hold on to
Elsewhere,
that.
I'm gonna just go ahead. You guys managed to skip by a lot of combat, and now that you guys have healed, now that you guys don't have a boss fight ahead of you, these fights would be trivial. So I'm going to go and we're just gonna walk through them without actually rolling combat. You guys help Holdak take care of their brothers who have been sort of resting here as these ash whites to finally put them at peace. You come through here and either avoid or deal with this creature. And like I said before, this is a Adiug. The Adiug. It's an Adiug, but it's been heavily mutated. Alucor, if you guys slay this beast, you would discover that its body is riddled with blight. And like you can see there are more tentacles growing off of it through its plating and things like that. This thing, and it's like sort of like has like a miasma covering it. This thing was heavily affected by blight. Another thing you find over here, you find Grix that were living in these crystal caverns. And I'm showing these off because the tokens are gorgeous. By Forgotten Adventures. Yeah! These tokens of these crystal Grix, very beautiful. Unfortunately, we skipped past the combat. If you would like to roll to try to make one as a pet, you may do so. Well, how are you trying to make them a pet?
Is the one that I previously gave food to and said that I'd come back for, and also named there Gary the Grick.
No,
Is Gary there?
No, that was.
I don't want it then. I only want Gary. It's
That's
fine.
at Cragmaw Castle. This is one.
Fine,
this is
I'll
one
go
that
back.
was living here. All
These
right.
are crystal
I'm back.
ones. They get
They're
new
shiny.
names.
I don't want them.
They're
shiny. I
like
want Gary.
triplets. So maybe we could get 3.
No.
No, we don't need 3. I don't think my house is big enough for 3, let alone 1.
Oh
Or any
yeah,
animal.
Navarro. Since Navarro's on the map, when they were in the other area, I can't remember the other creature's name. When they were fighting it, I just imagine Navarro not trying to hurl in the corner and then letting Penny know, not this one, please.
Penny is almost tempted.
This is mostly wastewater, so yeah, that makes sense.
Leo has
And
like
then
really
the crystal
firm grip
ones,
on her
for
hand.
sure, same thing. They're
Penny
saying the
imagines
same
him
thing
with
as
a
Leo,
giant
like
bow on his
1,
head.
2,
like,
3. The basement's not that big. Sorry, I'm so sorry, Nick.
just a giant bow on his head.
No.
No.
It's fine. It's fine.
No.
Okay, so you leave the Grix, these beautiful tokens. You leave the Adiug. You do get the chance to. One moment. did you get the chance to visit that shrine? Go ahead and give me a history check, Leo.
Oh my god, what is with my rolls? 11.
11. One moment.
I have a +6.
Um.
Very proficient. Passive history is basically like a 16.
Yep. 1 second. You find writing. Do you speak deep speech?
I do not.
You find writing that you're unable to translate on this
Okay.
statue.
Can I write it, like copy it down and just
Sure.
keep it for later? Just copy down the symbols. Would I recognize that it's deep speech?
Give me an intelligence check.
Another nat one.
Oh my god.
This is rough.
On the intelligence checks. This is my second one.
This is such a real reaction.
I
She's just
don't
mentally
recognize it.
exhausted right now.
Oh, poor Leo.
Stop this. I'd like to go home now, please.
That's so sad. 1 second.
Yes, it is.
Just to give you a description, this sparse cavern contains a statue of a heroic dwarf wearing ceremonial armor, but the monument is broken into large chunks. The statue's decapitated head is lying on the floor, and scrawled into the statue's base are strange symbols, and smears of a strange, dark, dripping fluid mar the iconography all over the statue. So yeah, that's what you pick up on. And give me a religion check.
All right, 3rd time's a charm. I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. 8. I'm gonna lose my mind.
You have no
I
idea
rolled a
what to
5.
make of any of this.
Right. I think it's time to go.
Do you at any point touch it?
No.
Okay. Just
I do
checking.
not. I
Just
do
checking.
not. I've learned my lesson touching dwarven statues after the spider fight. I don't touch things anymore.
Oh, it does say or examines. And you definitely examined it, right?
Yes, George. I definitely
Make
examined
a charisma saving throw.
Fuck!
The DC is 20.
Shit! I can't even hit that even with a nat 20. That's a 7.
Okay.
Did you just kill her?
I
No.
didn't know that this was. I wasn't even planning on going back to this thing.
Isn't this
Yes,
the
you
RP
were.
episode?
Last session, you
I
were
thought
very
we were
clear.
going past this.
I don't know if this is communication. I don't know if we were actually like.
I thought we were just showing the thing.
It's okay. It's okay. You start to get the headaches that you've gotten before, but they feel intense. And you feel like there are like tendrils like moving on the edges of your mind, and it starts to hurt. But otherwise you seem fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And were you
Fine.
seriously not intending to check this out at all? Because last session
No,
I
I
Oh,
thought
okay.
we were going home. I thought we were
I was
going
just going
home.
back through because you guys had talked
No.
about killing these things.
I thought you were just showing it off. I didn't know we were spending any more time here.
That is entirely fine. I just wanted to make sure. Okay. All right then. You have the symbols that you wrote down from the statues.
Yeah.
You have some headaches from it, but otherwise you're fine. Moving on,
Okay.
you guys make your ways to the exit. As you do, and are you doing anything about Hildak? I know some people had intentions for that.
Oh yes, he's my friend.
Yeah.
Navarra still has the urn, so they are just looking at them as, have you said your goodbyes, or
I think
are you all right?
I think I'm ready to leave this place.
Would you wish to come with me?
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. It's not intimidation, it's just pure kindness. And that kindness is
A 4.
4.
I'm not sure I would last long if I passed the threshold of this place.
Even inside this container, there's a basement and a rickety shelf that I've been trying to put up for weeks.
I think it's time I be put to rest, if that's all right. Navarra, you have a choice. You could destroy this urn, casting it into lava, and that will most likely free whatever binding is on Hildak. Or you have other means of dealing with undead. By other means, I mean her
Navarra?
abilities, just to be clear.
I got that, yeah. But
Mhm.
even Carrie had the reaction too, and I was like, but they said rest, so they're going to. Navarra has multiple things related to their like actual parents that they don't know, but they have adopted parents that like they have two. I imagine them as two dads, and missing that like fatherly energy, I guess. So they're kind of like, are you sure? Would you like to at least see the outside? You could come with us, travel with us, see more in the next couple of years than you haven't been able to for the time you spent here. I could.
What would there be for me out there? My brothers, my kin, all my work was here underground. This was home to us.
Would you prefer? And they'll like look to the lava. Or would you want me to just release all these ashes in this container? I won't. Outside there are more sunrises and sunsets, and if that is not home, and that will never be home, then I won't ask more of you. But I have left home too.
Give me another persuasion check.
Girl. I rolled perception last time, I realized. Can I not read? What's going on here?
Perception. Yeah, it wouldn't have been any better. No, I think
Dang.
I'm ready. As they look towards the lava. For Navarra,
Well,
if you wish to go through with this, you may. But what would be lingering on your mind is the help that this person could be against the things you guys are fighting.
can they sit at that edge with them and tell them, if you could, for the harm and the bullshit that creature brought to your home, to your family, to your brothers, could there be one last fight in you? Because they are threatening much more than just this home. But our homes and our people and our brothers. I know I'm not reaching you, and that is fine. But if there is a will to hurt them back just one more time, I can help you do that. And they're holding the urn by the edge, and it's very like like very easily, like, you can go. I promise. I'm not going to persuade you any more than this. But we are one against many.
I'll say because
Few against a ton.
Because you're appealing to them with about their common foe, and you're sort of tapping into your own hatred for what you're dealing with. You can make one more persuasion check, but then that is it.
Okay. Can if this doesn't go through and Navarra can just read it immediately, Navarra will say goodbye and just drop the urn.
Okay.
I'm not gonna make this person work against their will. I'm too emotionally invested in this this old man. Oh, that's a nat 24, 22.
You had the ability to force your hatred into this person. Being undead, you could have forced your hatred into them and taken full control, and they would have been yours to command. But you make this plea, and you have this fire burning in you, this intense rage. And for the first time, you don't spread that rage out using your innate abilities, but instead you use your words, and you see this bubbling fire start to rise up in Yoldak as they think about, the places where these mind flayers came from, where they went to, the other Duragar settlements that could come under attack, and the amount of torture he's had to endure. You make a compelling point there. Yeah, I think I could do at least one more fight. And as they say this, there's like a wind that blows from the lava, and Hyoldak just turns to ash, and the jar closes up again. You have this jar of Hyoldak. You may use it when you wish. So, yeah. Whenever you want to use it, it's yours. Hyoldak comes with you. Awesome. Okay. With that, you guys all make your way to the exit, which puts us here. You guys all make your way to the exit. There you find, not far from where you guys entered this this crevasse, you find Sugar and Spice waiting for you at the wagon. They're totally safe. Paulina immediately rushes up to them, grateful for them. Oh, I'm sorry. I have to go back. I got a message from one of the Forgotten Adventure people. Let me just explain something for them. So one of the Forgotten Adventure people messaged me, don't forget about Bessie. I didn't. I actually informed the players of this. Bessie is long gone. During the fight last time, so
But they
last
would have
time,
looked like
you guys may have remembered that, for the audience sake, Alucor came across Bessie, this giant badger, and a goblin went to go talk to Bessie, allowing Alucor to escape. That goblin was still by this door. Let me just open up the map so you can see. Still by this door where all the fighting happened, and when that happened, this goblin did the smart thing, went into this room with Bessie, shut the door, and hid. The party never entered this room. They never explored this room. After the party went down the elevator, this goblin and Bessie ran outside and off into the hills, where they hope that they will never run into you guys ever again. So Bessie is A-okay.
Cut to us in season 3 where they're the next BBEG.
Yes,
the new chosen
yes.
one.
This
With
goblin
Bessie.
side brawler will come
No,
riding
not
in
Bessie.
on a 300-foot tall Bessie.
Yeah, with a gem in its head.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
The person from
Honestly?
Forgotten Adventures, who by the way is one of the people who makes all of these amazing maps, they just wrote, "Can I follow that adventure instead?" Wow.
Oh, can I? Can I go be Bessie?
Look, if we hit like 2,000 subscribers before the year ends, I will do a short mini series of Bessie and this goblin, okay? That's what we'll do. That's my oath.
I will love to play a goblin.
Yep. Yep. You,
I'm gonna be
you and the
Bessie. All
other
I do is
goblins and
growl.
Bessie going on an adventure. There we go. Okay.
All right, Bessie, we'll get out there. Don't worry. The mean ones will walk away, and then we'll run away together. Just you and me.
Bessie's internal monologue. This man is
Dude, you
the
said you were
only
doing
person in my
precepts
life
lucky.
that I care about. I must
Uh-huh.
keep him alive. Otherwise, I'll eat everyone. Bessie's a
Get
British
you all
man.
the spiders you want.
Yes, yes, you will. And all the beetles, too.
Of course, my love.
You guys make it outside. Paulina rushes to Sugar and Spice, as she's been one of the people caring for them at the inn when you guys are not riding them about to various locations. And she takes care. She's very happy to see them, happy to see that they're okay. Elsewhere, as you guys are getting ready to depart, Leo, as the
Yeah?
group sort of walks ahead, you see Yarno sort of pausing. And as you approach, they look at you. You all are a lot more capable than I originally estimated you to be.
Not sure if that's a compliment or an insult. So, thank you.
I am sorry we met as enemies.
Me too.
They sort of nod at that, and then they start walking off, and they will leave, unless anyone wants to stop them.
I feel like Navara would kind of nudge Alucor. And even Val, and call out to them, Yarno.
Hmm?
If you walk away here, alive and well, we may not be friends. But I do not think. I think it's best for you to not engage in anything ever again related to this. Do you understand?
Alu puts a hand on Navi's shoulder. He doesn't have a choice.
Yarno
Navi
just looks
says
down.
that.
Yano, did you know?
Did I know
Did you
what?
know that there were... Who was behind all of this?
You mean mind flayers?
Yes.
Yes.
I think perhaps the spider knew. But no way we
You
can know
didn't
for sure
know.
now, I suppose. I just knew that they wanted to make sure the town was protected. We certainly couldn't trust the town speaker to deal with that, could we?
No. No, definitely not.
But perhaps a diplomatic approach might have been a bit more amenable. Maybe we would have never came to blows like this if you had, I don't know, spoken to us or other townsfolk. Navi has rallied people for Guard's Watch. Could have done something there. But you wanted to rule. You wanted power. Blinded. So smart. But blinded.
You can either make persuasion or intimidation, if you'd like.
They're
Can I
both
help?
0, but I'm going to go for persuasion.
Okay.
Can I roll the intimidation to be like, one, when they said, like, for power, Navara says under their breath, yes, and put my friends in a burning room. And then just look very menacing.
Sure.
That's just a
More
9.
than this.
You can roll one more time as an advantage, Alocor.
Thank you, Navi. That's an 8.
I guess we'll never know, will we?
Suppose not. Enjoy the rest of your favors.
You as well.
I'm so looking forward to them. He looks at the scimitar, the Hellfire one. I should have cast this into the lava.
Are you saying that to Yarno, or are you just saying that to everyone else?
I think he mumbles it to himself, but if Navi and Valandor are close enough, they would hear.
Yeah. Yarno walks off unless anyone stops them. And
No.
yeah. Anything else?
Alu's going to go to the bastion door and inscribe a message, a sort of like secret message in Druidic, and that message will just be mind flayers here. Beware.
Noted. Okay. You leave that warning? Anyone? Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
No, just Navara notes that Hellfire Scimitar like comment, and even does that like shoulder nudge to Val, like later. But you heard that, right?
I just kind of like look at you and just kind of like the friends that are aware that they're going through something, but they just need a little time. So I just kind of give you like a nod.
It's just like,
he's
yeah,
all
yeah.
right. He's fine. Well, we'll talk to him.
With that, you all ride off to Phandalin. Okay. You ride off back to Phandalin. And getting there, the town, there's not as many lights on as there usually is at this time of night. There's a sort of quiet, morose feeling about the town as you guys arrive. Paulina gives their thanks. You do see a happy reunion as Paulina is greeted by the owner of the inn, Stonehill. Tolbin Stonehill. He's greeted. She greets him, and he's grateful to see them alive. Asks if they're okay. Asks if they saw the others. Tumblewick Rollins is greeted as well by a couple folks who are just other citizens in town, and you see Dareth walking off to the Townmaster's Hall, where nearby the Townmaster lives, and sort of hoping that they'll be happy to see him again. And with that, you guys are free to do whatever you'd like. I'm going to have us take a quick break. We'll be gone for 15 minutes, and when we get back, I would like to encourage our players during that 15 minutes, think about what each of you are doing now that you're in town. It is entirely up to all of you, and yeah, feel free to hit me with any surprises you want. So we'll be back in just 15 minutes as the players brace themselves for that. Don't go anywhere, and we'll be continuing our show. Okay, sit tight. And
Jeez.
Oh, wait! You should know that Forgotten Adventures is a whole massive library of assets, maps, and tokens for you to use in your TTRPG games, and a lot of them are free. Let's see what they've added just this month. First up, we have 4 brand new Dragonborn tokens, all in many different colors, as well as new adventure tokens for monks, rogues, bards, and fighters, all with a desert theme. And desert themed tokens is exactly what we need, because they actually also just released hundreds of new desert map assets, like plants, rocks, and cave drawings, which is perfect for creating your ideal arid map, like this ominous cave map that they released this month, which makes me highly uncomfortable. All of these desert assets are part of their desert expansion pack, which you can find on their website. But me personally, I really wish we had more of the elven-themed forest maps like we explored early in Fears and Fortunes. And I'm wishing, but I don't have to, because they are here. We have them. The Forest Town District, the Forest Town Arena, and the Forest Encounter Pack are all here, which means that we can finally go and explore the entire elven territory of the Vanafe Pryn or the Prynwood as we please. Kinda as we please. George, why are we in the arena? And that's all for this month. To see more of their content and to get your hands on it yourself, you can go to patreon.com/forgottenadventures, or you can go to forgotten-adventures.net. And if you want to check out some new streams, you can go to twitch.tv/forgottenadventures. We have a Wednesday night show and a Sunday morning show for you to fall in love with. In the meantime, I've been James, and thank you guys for your time.
Hey, what do you do if you were helping your DM set some stuff up behind the scenes and he shows you the really cool battle map that you are all going to be fighting in the next week because you already saw it, because one of the characters is already there, and so everyone's already seen it, and so he shows you the map and he shows you this really pretty room, and suddenly there's a mind flayer on the map. And you go, hey, what was that? And he goes, oh, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's nothing. I was testing things. You can't prove anything. Don't worry about it. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, fine. That's fine. It's fine. So then you have to sit for 2 weeks with that knowledge and not tell anyone. You can't tell anyone because you don't metagame. So you just sit with that knowledge that there was a mind flayer on the map. Why was there a mind flayer on the map? I don't know. But you're panicking for 2 weeks because you are afraid that that's coming. Also, should mention, you're playing a divination wizard who's slowly going crazy because they're seeing like visions of the future, and they're seeing glimpses of the future, and you're going crazy, and now you feel like you are method acting because you also have seen visions of the future, and that vision is that you're fighting a mind flayer. So anyways, you're sitting with that knowledge for 2 weeks and you can't tell anyone, and you're kind of freaking out, but you're also like, this is terrifying. And so yeah, no, you're just fully freaking out. And then you get to the final inner sanctum and you're fighting this freaky goblin dude with a stone shield guardian. Kill them, and then
guess who shows up? A mind flayer. Through a portal. A mind flayer. And you feel so vindicated because for 2 weeks you've been gaslit and told, don't worry about it. It was nothing. I was just testing things. You can't prove anything. Anyways, that just happened to me, and I'm still freaking out about it, and I am so stressed about any sort of visions of the future. I feel like this is psychological torture, and I feel like I'm freaking out. Was that a rhetorical question? I don't know. Anyways, check it out.
If you need art for your tokens, then Forgotten Adventures has just the thing for you. The new token browser makes searching our library of over 11,000 tokens easier than ever. You can search for the tokens you want by name, then just click and drag to your actor and it's done. You can even set it to randomize color variants if you're feeling fancy. Token Browser is currently in beta, but it and our free library of tokens is available today for all Foundry version 13 users. And the full library of over 11,000 tokens is available to Adventure Tier patron supporters. Check it out today in Foundry or over at patreon.com/Forgotten Adventures.
Okay, a dragon's lair should be just up this way. All we have to do is climb up this mountain and be careful.
Oh, I'll grant you inspiration, my friend.
Wait, no!
Oh, that was my bad.
This video was made using the Frozen Lair battle map by Forgotten Adventures. You can find it in our FA Battle Maps module for Foundry, where you can create deadly avalanches with just the click of a mouse.
This is a sign to not ask your DM for a beach episode. They will give you a beach episode if you do, and you'll get hit on by a hot pirate lady, and then she'll take out 75% of your hit points, and then you'll get downed by her minions, and you'll get petrified and turned to stone while you're downed, and while that's happening, your rogue might just be in a coffin, drowning, while they're still alive. If you ask them for a beach episode, that might happen to you.
I don't like this conversation or this person, but I think I'm hiding it pretty well. I'm holding it together good.
You ever have to save your friend from getting their brain sucked out before your very eyes? No? Okay, cool. I'll give you the breakdown. So where we last left off, right? The sorcerer homie got kidnapped in that bastion. We're in that bastion. Yeah. Last session where it ended, 3 of us were down, making death saves. Not looking good, not looking good. We still had some goblins to get to, take care of, right? Okay, cool. The paladin did a thing, morally and ethically questionable thing, but it happened to someone that we don't fuck with, so like it's okay, but it's not okay, but it's okay. But here's what happened. So she used her ultimate. Yeah, we have ultimates as a homebrew 3, don't worry about it. She siphoned Buddy's life force, right? And then dispersed those health points to the rest of the party. Wild work. We're not gonna question it. Wild work though. We will question it. We all heal a little bit, right? We take care of the rest of the goblins. Cool. Paladin comes over to the druid and the ranger. She's like, hey, I think I did something pretty bad. Druid's like, what happened? What happened? She's like, I like beckoned the hells to do that thing that I did. And the druid's like, hey, listen, I know I have a devil pact. That was not by choice. That was opportune for the devil. I was dying. Different story. You called them. I'm concerned. She rolls her eyes. She's like, whatever, fuck you, dude. Anyway, the wizard, right? The wizard goes to find some potions because the druid had identified some potions in the cupboard, because when he did some wild shape snoopery earlier. Okay, cool. She goes and finds some potions. She also finds a Dwergar in a jar, and he's really ashy. He's a nice guy, though. He gave us some loot. He gave us some breakdowns of directions. He said he was tortured by mind flayers. Uh-oh. What'd you say? I know what a mind flayer is. My druid, though, I rolled a 3 on that history check. He does not know what a mind flayer is. But the wizard gave him the breakdown. She rolled high. We understand, okay? She's like, hey, listen, we're in deep doo-doo, gang. That's not good. This is dangerous. This is scary. We already knew it was bad, but it's bad. Okay, cool. So we bring Ashy along with us because he's got good vibes and he's giving us a breakdown of the lay of the land, of, where things are, et cetera, et cetera. There's an elevator for some better movement. Cool. Nice guy. Great disposition. We're really rocking with him. We go take a little break at a hot spring, okay? Little break, short rest, cool. Got a little more health points in us, cool. We take the elevator down, hit a fork in the road. We split up initially. The druid and the wizard went one path. They saw a monster. They said, fuck that. Regroup with the rest of the gang. We all together get to the last spot, another big elevator, which we needed some psionic abilities to tap into, but the ranger, he said, hey, listen, y'all got some lockpicks? Let me take care of that. He takes care of that. Okay, cool. We take the elevator down. We're in the throne room with all the goblins and the people that are held captive. Cool. We see the main goblin, a psionically enhanced goblin, but he's got a gem in his head. Nasty. Yuck. Okay, cool. Mind you, though, we seen this goblin before. He is the literal goblin that we fought in the first session who ran away from combat. He fled from combat. He came back. He got promoted. He's an elite employee now. Crazy work. He got a gem in his head. Wild. Anyway, he's like, I've been waiting for this moment. I've been waiting to get my lick back. He starts to pilot a golem, a stone golem. Okay, wild work. Okay, cool. My druid's thinking, if I kill the man, then maybe that'll stop the golem. Beeline, okay? Full movement plus a misty step to get right behind Buddy. My DM hits me with the, are you sure you want to do that? Because there's a portal behind the goblin. That's not doing anything yet, but it's looking ominous. I said, hey, listen, Mama raised a druid, not a coward. Put me behind that goblin. I'm going to work. And I ulted, okay? Into a flame blade. Came down on Buddy. Bang! You know what I'm saying? Use the lava from the forge area around us. Melt that with the blade. Clang. Hella damage off rip. We're looking good. Okay? Paladin's about to do some work. She hears a, Navara. It's her ex-lover or current lover? It's her lover who's been missing for like a month and some change. She's on guard, off guard, disarmed. She goes towards her lover. We'll get to that. Anyway, golem's coming, swinging. We're fighting. We're scrapping. We're doing what we can. The warlock guy that had his life force siphoned. He's an asshole. We don't like him at all. He was only there because he was like contractually obligated by his devil patron to be there. That's the whole thing. But he's there, right? Kind of helping. Wizard doing her thing. Fast forward a little bit, okay? Goblin buddy with the gem in his head, gone. Out of here, split in two. Cool. I want to take his sword. Okay. We look at the portal. We see a nasty arm stick out. We wait a little bit longer. Mind Flayer comes through. Okay, panic. Chaos. Disarray, right? Concern. What's the Mind Flayer do off rip? Mind Blast. Out the jump. Mind Blast. Crazy work, okay? Crazy work. Me, my druid, and the paladin, stunned. Mind you, my druid's still right by the portal, okay? Right in the mix. fast forward a little bit longer. The stone golem is going crazy, doing crazy work. Our ranger gets downed. The mind flayer has the ranger in his grasp. A DM says, straight up, it is now y'all's turn. If y'all cannot kill this mind flayer or free the homie Valandor before the mind flayer's turn, Valandor is out of here. Like this is not a revivify fix. This is only a true resurrection fix. Maybe regeneration, maybe, I don't know. But his brain will be soup and will be slurped up by that mind flayer. And listen, you want to see a rest, you have to, let's check that link, man. It's scary.
We return. All of you have made it back to Phandalin. And I'm going to say that you all find yourselves in probably, well, you can choose either the inn or at Leo's house. Where do you guys all meet up to talk?
I would vote for Leo's house, but
ditto.
Do that to the group. Seems a little bit more personal and also change your pace. But I mean, if we're gonna get fucked up, we can get fucked up.
There's whiskey somewhere in the house. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's BYOB.
Right.
Okay, you're all at Leo's house. So it's the 5 of you plus Lucerin. And yeah, you guys all sort of gathered around, resting. It's been a long 2 days between all of you.
Has it really just been 2 days?
Yeah.
It feels like a week.
Well, 2 days in terms of like, you know, since the goblins attacked. But it's now, I mean, it's been weeks of you guys adventuring together.
Yeah. Before we sit down, would anyone like any tea, coffee, some food?
Could I have some tea, please? Now it just kind of like sits on the floor. If there's like in the living room space. The house is still kind of like wrecked a little bit, right? After
I feel like we would have
the
helped
house
clean up
is
a little
mostly
bit.
fine on the inside. Outside, though, actually, Valandor, this would be the first time you're seeing it. Is the apple tree? One of the apple trees shattered into pieces, laying on the ground. There's still a dead goblin under it.
Yeah, so it's like
Navarre will be coming from the outside, possibly trying to go bury that goblin.
Yeah, so Valandor's inside of Leo's house doing that thing where he's like not touching little things, but like wanting to touch little things, and is actually in a not necessarily in a great mood, but is in like kind of like a playful kind of semi-manic mood. So then he's just kind of having a good time, and then he looks out the window, and then just looks at the tree and just immediately like changes his demeanor.
I heard semi-manic.
Navarro's outside seeing your face like...
Yeah, just burying this goblin into the dirt, but it's not a big enough hole, so you're just like low-key like shoving its legs in there.
I'm tired. I'm tired. Don't watch me.
Bring back like a tray of tea and mugs for anyone. I'll set it down on the table and see Val looking out the window. hadn't had the chance to tell you. It was going to kill us. I didn't mean to. Alu said that maybe we could grow it back. Actually, he didn't say that. I asked him to, and he said he couldn't grow trees back.
We will
But
fix it.
he said we'd do gardening. So.
All right.
Indeed.
Valandor kind of looks around at just how much people are caring about him caring about this. And I'm just kind of like, all right, well, it's quite all right. It's really there's bound to be more apples somewhere. Hopefully.
Oh, we do have other trees. It's okay.
Oh, there you go. Great. And then I just look at Alucor and I go, if there is anything that you will do in this life, will be to learn the ability to grow apple trees by our place.
Sure, we can take some saplings and grow them by.
Tea.
Have you always wanted that?
Then I look at Alucor, and if you sort of perceive this, it is kind of like I mean, look, we're all having fun here, right?
Nods his head and just starts sipping his tea.
Anyone
As
else
you
care for
enter the
some?
house, by the way, Valandor, I don't believe we've gone over this, but I believe you would see then sitting in Penny's stuff, this doll that is looking back at you several times all at once.
Didn't Penny already give it to me?
I'm not sure. I don't think they have.
Yeah.
I reverse pickpocketed him what I was currently working on.
Understood. That's right. You would find this in your bag. That's right. We already rolled for that. Okay.
Yeah.
You would find this in your bag as you're coming inside.
Okay. Huh. Look at this. This terrifying looking adorable creature. Is this of your making, Penny?
Oh, I slipped that in there a while ago.
I love it. What's its name?
Well, usually you're supposed to give it a name, so it can be whatever you want.
Ah, okay. I'll think about it. But I appreciate this. Does everybody get one, or is this exclusively for me?
Penny like glances over at Navarra and then stares at the ground.
I wanted to, kind of. I was making them for everybody, and then I got sort of sidetracked. So,
well, you are quite the creative mind. It'd be a shame for you to think otherwise. I appreciate it.
thank you. I'm sorry. There's a lot of eyes. I forgot how many there were.
No, it's good. It's and you Valandor's just kind of like counting the buttons. He's like, at the end, then what is vision if not your eyes multiplied to see all forms of reality?
Yeah. That makes it sound better.
Yeah, I don't think it makes any sense, but yeah, Valandor's just kind of like in this like weird like jokey like levity sort of like, you know, allowing the situation to sort of feel slightly different than what it perhaps may be.
Thank you for saying thank you.
Thank you for hanging in there.
Yeah.
Just so you know, Penny, and I say this to the group as I'm kind of like in the room, not necessarily like center of the room presentation style, but sort of like wandering about the space. I just kind of like every now and then looking to Penny and then looking away and then sort of like making eye contact with some of the other individuals. I go, you know, Penny, I may not necessarily understand. We may not necessarily understand just exactly what it is that you are going through. There's no really true way to fathom the weight that you must feel. But I think it's wise to tell you that running away does not only fix the problem, but even running away in fear, may that fear be justified or proven, you must be true to, I don't mean to sound as corny, but You must be true to who you are. And if the strength that you carry within you propels you to stay and fight, chase it. Don't run away from it. And if maybe perhaps the decision is to run away and to find some solitude and who knows, you can do so. But rest assured that within that darkness, there is always something trying to poke through. And I just kind of like in that sentence, I notion over to Leo. But look, and then I now acknowledge everybody. We did it. As I clearly have like a scar of jagged teeth and like semi-dried up blood in my face. I'm like, we did it. That's definitely a positive.
Right. Really quickly, I'm just going to prestidigitation the blood away from your forehead.
Ooh.
I think you have a little bit left over there, and
Excruciating pain.
Is it the canines, or
just be careful. Right.
Pull out a tooth.
Sit back down.
Huh.
Oh, do you need healing?
Oh, Lucerin.
Yes, I am still here.
Yes. Yes. I take off my quiver, I put down my bow, and I just sort of like find a little like comfy chair, and in a very kind of like not performative, but like I just cross my legs and I go, heal away. Much appreciated. Say, Lucerin, where will you go after this exchange is over?
They look at Navarra. Navarra, do you give any indication of whether you have a place here, or can they read anything off your face? Oh, you might be muted. I think she's breaking.
She's breaking and is muted, doesn't realize it.
I think she's just laughing.
I'm sorry. That was the funniest thing that Val has ever done, and I cannot stop laughing. Like my cheeks are hurting. I'm actually crying. Where will you go after this exchange?
What are your intentions?
What are your intentions with our Navarra?
It's our group mom.
They get
with our
that
group
question
mad
again.
on. Sorry.
Oh my god. I'm crying.
He crosses his legs. Well, get to healing.
I'm waiting.
I think I'll probably be staying at the inn, I suppose. Unless I find any other, looks at Navarra again, arrangements.
Leo like goes to speak
Yes,
and then like
well, the inn is comfortable. But I don't know this house, so I won't speak to it, so.
well, I'm sure we can make space. If that would be most comfortable. We're sitting on a bed, and we can make room if you would rather.
You can stay with me in Alucor.
I don't think.
I don't know if there's much
Yeah, the
space
shack in the woods. It's
there.
nice.
I don't
You
know. if
have
you
like a
space.
single bed, if I'm not
Valandor is
mistaken.
just like he's just like having a little fun with this because he can just sense this like tension in the room. And even when he says that, and Alucor's like, there's just no space, Alucor kind of like laughs it off and just, enjoying the moment. If you will.
I love this so much.
Yeah, whatever works. Typically, you have a job or two to go out for, so unless that's not in your future right now, we can find arrangements for you.
That would be wonderful. Every coin I don't have to pay an inn was a coin I can put to a better cause, I suppose.
Yes.
Thank you. I'd be very grateful.
Yes, we can. I will grab some more blankets. I'm just gonna like walk out of the room really quickly and grab that and just like
Yeah.
escape the tension and the awkwardness for just a little bit before I come back with. Yeah, it's fine. Come back with blankets. a minute
Navarro will
later.
use that like when people are moving and shifting as if like maybe they're kind of blocked, to look at Lucerne and just have like a soft smile like come up and like a small little wink.
They just smile and acknowledge that.
This is great tea, Leo. Very. Is this a new
I
fad?
could smell it. I do like brewing with a bit of apple and
Yes.
a bit of cinnamon.
It's quite
very
herbal.
warm.
It's very
Yes, thank you. I'm so glad you enjoyed. Would anyone else like any tea? I feel like I'm a really bad host right now. Anyone hungry? Coffee, water. Please, I need something to do. Would anyone like anything, please?
No.
Penny's in the corner stress knitting from this nonsense.
I think Leo like turns to Val just with like pleading eyes, like, "Can I get you anything?"
Oh, I will take a tea.
Wonderful. Okay, great. I'll prepare a tea. And I go and I busy myself with that now.
Wonderful. So we learned a lot. We endured a lot. Lucerne, I apologize in general for my demeanor right now. It has been a long couple of days, and dying within the caverns was not necessarily my intention. So I must say thank you. But is there anything during your time there, and perhaps maybe Penny can help out as well, that you feel might be valuable in our pursuit? A bit of background. I am not too sure where the location is of a similar portal that I came across once, but I entered the portal once, and when I came out, I was altered. My skin turned this lovely shade, and my hair changed.
I was about to ask if you were suffering from an affliction.
I feel like that's a bit rude to be abruptly.
Yeah, Valandor's kind of like,
and I bring him his
Valandor's
tea.
lovely the way that he is.
It's
He
very
just is a.
forward.
We can't tell what his emotions are sometimes.
He just
It's
needs
fine.
extra sunscreen. That's
Yeah.
I meant no
All right,
disrespect,
everyone. All right.
Only that.
All right.
All right, Lucerne. Thank you.
Sorry.
No.
But Navarro would interject. Before we start on background, we should all talk about what's been happening. So one, you know what's been going on.
I know that the creatures have been gathering people. We saw them.
Multitudes
Yes.
of different factions have been working together without knowing. Yarno didn't know. I thought he knew this entire time.
And what do you
All
know?
for Mind Flayer's agenda?
To be clear, Yarno is working for the Spider. The Spider seems to have been working against the Mind Flayer agenda. Just to make that clear.
It's just Navarro's, it's clicking for them.
Okay,
You
got
know,
it.
because they've been, So they're just like, this, and then this spider, how much did they know? Anyway, and they start laying down like from things of the blight. And then, no, we don't need to talk about this, but we should. Whatever you have or were found in Penny, there were others. Do we search for them? Do you think they can do the same thing? All of this connected with, anyway, this is the whole background, and they just did the whole montage of like what's been happening so far.
As Navi like gives that background, Ala would add to the end. The Mind Flayer we killed had the blight. It had undergone the change to become a Mind Flayer, but the blight became part of it after. something
To
new.
hurt it?
To feed off of it.
Enhance it, maybe. Do you remember the muscular build of that mind flare?
Yeah, I did think
It
that was
was-
peculiar. Never seen one like that.
No.
You've seen
Valandor
them
just like
before.
touching his forehead. Like, oh yeah.
Mind
I kinda
flares?
remember.
Briefly, in various states of decay. The paladins I work with were hunting some.
Hunting. They're more.
Mind flayers are an aberration. They are a threat to all living things. There are more of them, but they're not that common. Certainly not as common as they seem to be right now, with these goblins transformed by them and that thing that came out of the portal. Unlike any of the ones I've seen, they're usually frailer, skinnier.
But that enhancement, we should call it what it is. They're not looking directly at Penny when they say this, but they're just saying, whoever has it, whoever can wield it, we should see it for the power that it is.
How do you mean?
Alu's eyes narrow towards Navarra.
What?
You want to use it?
Well, why not? Not use it. They've been using it.
Are you afflicted with this as well, Navarra?
No.
Make a deception check.
God damn it.
Ooh. Take my tea gladly from Leo.
Just
Sit back.
cross-legged.
Do you
Yeah,
want
cross-legged, fully just
compress
like
or anything for your head? The headache. Do you like cold
no,
towel?
it's all right. Maybe perhaps cold compress.
You say no, but you can tell Lucerin clocks that. And you, Alucor, are you affected as well?
Yes. I learned recently. Should we just... He just looks at the rest of the group. Should we really just air it all out at this point?
Why not?
I don't mean this with negative connotation. I think with what we've been dealing with, it warrants being candid. Penny, first, I apologize. He puts down his cup of tea. He like bows his head in Penny's direction, but I'll give you a beat to Penny's
Penny looks up from the fully half-made stuffed animal she's been knitting and stops dead as she's been actively avoiding being a part of this conversation.
I can't imagine. I'm sorry, Penny, go ahead.
No, you go first.
I understand why you ran away. I think I understand why you ran away.
I don't. I'd like to put in there. No one's told me what's going on.
I'm about to.
Okay.
When I discovered I had the blight, I became scared, frightened. There are more questions than we have answers, and that remains true still. It is what I tried to burn out of the grove, and now it is in me. And in a moment of erratic behavior, that fear, that anxiety, not knowing what it might do to me, what I might do to others, I just wanted to learn more. I wanted to get it out. And I came to Valandor and Navarre. And I just displayed to them what it did to my body. How it heals from the wound that Penny had healed me at. I could display now, but I can spare you the gory details and just describe it. When I cut the area that Penny healed me at, it heals itself. Without me doing anything. But it's not true of any other cut on my body that hasn't been healed by this magic. I'll pause. And any questions so far? He just looks around.
This is only in the area where you had formerly been healed.
As far as I understand at this point, yes.
Okay.
Give me a history check, Leo.
Let's hope I can roll better this half of the session, because I've been rolling like shit.
Come on.
Ah, that's better. 24.
Yes, you got some.
Let's go.
Yes.
Ah,
Whoa.
hallelujah.
She's back. She's back.
Hallelujah.
She's back.
Yes,
You
the smart person
remember-
rolled well.
You remember a goblin's arrow striking you in the heart. And you remember blacking out, and before you succumb to death, waking up to Penny's hand on your back, having healed you.
I'm going to turn to Penny. Just crouch down. Have you healed me too?
I think so. When we first went out with everybody, I just wanted you to be better, and I don't know. I didn't know how to fix it, so I just kept on trying to push the blood back in, but that didn't work, and then something else took over, and then you were fine.
It's okay. Thank you for saving my life. And I'll get back up and nod to Alu to keep talking.
Alu nods his head. There's still so much we don't know, but where I made the mistake was thinking this was more... Thinking Penny was more creature than victim. You didn't ask for this. You didn't ask for your powers to change people in these ways. And I was unwise. I've metaphorically burned a bridge before trying to tackle this. I don't plan to make that mistake again. I mean it when I say, Penny, I mean no harm to you. I swear it.
Inside
I only
joke.
ask. Say for it.
Continue your speech. I'll do it after.
He'll continue. I mean no harm. But I would ask that you not alter our minds. In the cave, the charm. When I want to get into the mind of an enemy, I use a blade. With a friend, I prefer conversation.
I'm gonna roll the insight check to see how real that was. Oh, 18. I don't know if you're trying to deceive me.
I'm not.
Are you?
This
Okay.
is Alu and Ernest. While he was talking to Penny about meaning no harm, he again bows his head. And his body language is very, not loose, but it's very rigid. He's trying to be as polite as possible. Not that he's walking on eggshells, but he wants to translate as much as possible that he means what he says.
Everyone
I
was yelling at
apologize
each other.
also. I apologize, Penny, for the talk. But it was for you as well, and I want you to understand nothing we said was something that we were trying to keep from you. I look at you as the adult that you are and capable of what you are today and what you will be tomorrow. And we were yelling. Well, behind that tree, yeah. While Leo was asleep. It was only because we wanted to keep her asleep until we could all talk together. I agree with Alu that if you do not know, I wouldn't do that to a friend. I think of you as, and they're just stumbling through it, and they don't have dog, so they're kind of like missing, they're like playing with something and fidgeting that they don't have. I have always thought of you as a peer. And I thought that if you are not old enough to know, then you are young enough to learn. And I've given you that much for whatever choice you wanted to make. We had found out that information, and we wanted to immediately go to the house and talk to you, while trying to make sure Leo slept. The anger and the frustration we feel, though rooted in fear, is our right to feel. So much of what we see out there is unknown and taught to us to eradicate. And then you sit next to someone you have grown to love and care for, who has no choice in any of the things that they have experienced. But what they are doing is also hurting us. So I do apologize for my words. They were not meant to. What it was meant doesn't matter. What my intent was doesn't matter. It hurt. And that hurt was deep, and I apologize. You were never anything other to me. You were the first one to look at me with a smile on your face. When I had my spear against his throat, you were the one bounding down, wondering what was happening, asking for who the new friend was. I mean you no harm.
I don't know if I believe you anymore. You said I was a monster. You said I was an animal in the woods bringing rot and evil into everyone else, and I didn't want to be that.
Navarra will immediately go down to like where they're seated at the bed and like go for their hands. I grew up with the druids, and Alu can talk of how we think of the animals, and we do not think of them as lesser. Foxes do not choose where they grow or that their hides carry things. They do not choose where their burrows are or when the rain comes in. They don't. I don't call you that because I think of you as a monster. I never said the word monster. Not once. I'm calling you Fox because you are capable and clever. And the way you look at things, as if you want new pets every single time. You do not choose what you carry. But we need to acknowledge that you carry it. And call it for what it is. And if they would lean up to them and tuck that little hair that comes behind the ear. And if you consent, totally, Nick, hold your face. Little fox, you are no monster. You don't choose this. I don't see you. As someone outside of my heart. You live within it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't stop it though. I can't. I don't know how, and it's getting worse. But I'm but I'm getting stronger, and that's helpful. Isn't it?
That's yeah, Navarre gets up and is like, this is what I mean. We don't know how to stop this. You don't need to know all the answers. No, none of us know the answers, but they are getting stronger. And at least through them, through you, we can understand what this is. What they have, the Mind Flayer has now. Because with the strength that they have, Penny, through you, we can understand it. If this is the phases or the enhancements that that people will. Isn't that an avenue forward? Isn't that something?
Pioneer's gonna look around the room.
Same.
Does everyone kind of agree with this treatment of moving forward?
Of using this as a quote unquote advantage?
Yeah.
Yeah. Valandor is
at
like
least seeing it as like
yeah, like a
research
positive.
potential.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah.
Leo's-
Valandor, the entire conversation between you and Navarra is like he's like sipping the tea. The attitude has diminished for the sake of the moment. But he's looking at you kind of like reassuringly, just kind of like, hey, like I don't see any problem with what Navarra said. So it is just kind of like an acknowledgement, perhaps, of how you may be feeling, that it's supported and shared, at least by Valandor.
I would only add, my mentor Triant taught me, our scars mark our stories, but we can still choose our futures. If you want to embrace this power, you can. But you need to learn to control it. And that we will figure out with you. But wield the power, don't let it wield you.
Leo's very zoned out throughout this bit of the conversation, just kind of spaced out, lost in thought. Won't say anything, but just kind of slowly nod as she's listening.
Okay. I will do my best to get this under control.
You know,
just-
if
What?
you just
I just don't. As it gets worse or better, maybe. I've been trying to tamp it down so long so that everything could be normal that I'm worried that if I lean into it, then you all won't want to be around me anymore. For good reason. It's why I left. I wanted to collect my thoughts. I wasn't going to leave forever, but I don't. Maybe I'm better at a distance.
No. Don't say that. And for the record, don't run away without telling me. Okay?
Okay.
I'd rather you be here. I want you here. We all do. So, no more running away. Okay?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I can do this now. And then just does the sword arm.
Immediate Navarre, like, what? What's happening?
Kid with the new toy and parents around, just like, oh, neat. Wow, look at that.
Like,
it's kind of
changed?
interesting. No, it's better though. I
Does
think.
it hurt?
No.
I tried healing it when I first encountered Penny.
Which he shouldn't have. Yeah.
Do you mind if I check you for something, Lucerne?
Of course. He puts out the hand that he used to heal Penny.
I was gonna cast a ritual cast, detect poison and disease, to see if he senses that same residual.
You cast that, and on Lucerne, you detect no signs of blight. You do detect like lingering amounts of disease. Like, you actually sort of get the feeling from this that Lucerne probably has more antibodies and things like that than a normal person, as they have fought. Like, if you were to cast this on someone who recovered from the plague or leprosy, you would see traces of it on them. You sort of get a trace of a little bit of everything off of Lucerne, but no blight.
Interesting. You have no traces of it. That's okay. But
I was
many
not able to
traces
heal
of
it fully, but I was able to snuff out whatever amount of it I got, I think.
Understood. What kind of cleric are you again?
I am a cleric of Ilmater. We carry the burdens of those around us who are suffering.
Could you do me a favor? Could you take this? And he hands him the Hellfire Scimitar and dispose of it. I found myself indecisive, but you seem
An
more
infernal
grounded.
blade, yes, I can get rid of this. They look you. Give me a deception check. The DC is not going to be high. I'm gonna roll Luceren's insight at disadvantage because you're not saying anything. But they're just trying to get a gauge on whether on what kind of issue you might be dealing with. They take it, but you see they sort of clock something. Yes, I will get rid of this for you. No problem.
Thank you. He'll just return to his seat, to his tea.
I should mention there was some other stuff I learned when I was held there by the goblins. They seem to be very focused on strange rocks. This seemed important to them. They came back several times celebrating at the return of a stone.
I think I know what you mean. And he pulls out of his bag the rock that Verna bid him to take.
Yes, not unlike that one.
Where did you find that? Have you been carrying that this whole time?
Yes. It was, and he takes, there's a pause, and there's a bit of guilt on his face. It was at the shrine of Tamur. It was the
You
last
stole
favor.
that from a shrine.
Yes. Devil patron. It's a whole thing. I can spare you the details.
I would rather you
required
not,
this
but
favor.
we don't have to talk about it now.
What you need to know, as far as I'm concerned, in that regard, is that I have a burden that you can't take.
Do not be so sure, friend.
He returns to his, gaze to the tea. In any event, Verna wanted this stone, but did not say why. And when I did ask, she said, "Get the stone or you'll burn, Alu." So I got the stone.
They also mentioned the name Talhundreth.
Does that ring a bell?
You can roll history on that or something.
Yeah, both of you roll history.
15.
15.
Also 15.
You recognize it from that crude map you found?
Oh.
It was marked on that map, Talhundreth.
Right. Is it a place or a person?
I do not know. They seem... They gave it out to the other goblins like an order. You also see on the map are a few other places. Gibbet Crossing. And the word Talhund. So there's Talhund, Talhundereth, and Gibbet Crossing.
Right, okay. I'll see what I can find in the morning. Maybe there's something in my books, but for now, don't think it's wise.
Well, so we intend to do what with this stone, Alucor? Give it to Verna and see what happens, or do you have another idea as to how to approach it?
Well, we can't bring it back to the shrine. That would endanger Phandelver still, especially if the goblins and whatnot are searching for it.
Sure.
And maybe... I don't know what her aims are.
I hope this does not need to be said, but anything a devil wants, there's no good that can come from it. You might not see the harm in it now, but anything a devil wants, there is harm in it at some point.
My friend, I will live should I not be killed again several centuries. I will watch generations of harm. I've spent time with this devil. I expect no good.
Make a persuasion check.
Yeah.
As you convey it, you should be able to take it.
18.
Lutheran backs off, but says, just be sure that you do not spend centuries looking at an avalanche of harm you caused with a single bit of snow.
Poetic and handsome.
Poetic.
Is that
I
in
just say out
character?
loud.
Yep.
Yeah, in
Okay.
character,
Damn.
fully. Just to kind of like, I can see like that sort of like that reality perhaps setting in on Alucor, and then I just kind of like, I cut that.
I like look around the door frame or whatever is kind of keeping Penny and me from the rest of the group, and I just go,
There's
Oh,
if there's an elven word for hush, he's saying that to Valandor right now.
Sure.
shut the fuck up. That's the
And
only word for hush.
At that point, I just take the tea and it's like it's empty, and I just clink it back into the cup, and I just acknowledge. I'm like, oh, I'll be quiet then. Then I'll just put it behind the counter.
just chuckling. Oh, right, the compress. Leah's gonna get up and grab like a towel, prestidigitation, cold and like damp to it, and forgot about this. Sorry, put that on your head.
It's all right.
Yes, so the names you mentioned, we saw them on the map. We can do more digging. He'll look towards Leo. We'll figure out what this means.
Yes. Perhaps a bit of rest before then. It's been 2 days since we've rested, and quite frankly, I am about to pass out. So,
Yes. You said you had a place for me to rest.
Yes. Yes. You can either have a space in the basement, or there's the kitchen, or Penny, if you'd like to sleep in mine, you can sleep in my room tonight. If you would rather, I don't know. There's also my library. I can set up a place anywhere, really.
Yes.
There's more space in the basement, but don't
Basement
want
sounds
to.
fine.
It's
Okay,
it's
great.
still being fixed up, but you're used to traveling around, so I feel like you'd be
course.
comfortable.
I'll pick up the linens and stuff. I'm gonna just step out again. I'm gonna go down to the basement and set up
Lutheran starts to
extra
make themselves
blankets and stuff.
comfortable. Are the rest of you all departing or getting ready for bed yourselves?
Yeah. Navarro's going down to the basement with the urn of Hildak.
I don't know what the others are doing, but I am gonna. Yeah, I'll wait.
Right before I leave, I guess I would like to maybe, if Penny is Penny, are you still in the room?
Yeah, she's probably still knitting,
Yeah, okay.
kind of working through all her emotions.
Yeah. Then maybe it's that thing where you're still knitting, so I won't necessarily sit next to you, but I'll sort of like lean up against a nearby space, not looking directly at you, so there's no like added pressure, but just kind of speaking into the room. And then I'll just, right as I was leaving, I was like, rest easy, Penny. Another day greets us tomorrow. And then I'll lean in slightly, still keeping a distance. When I changed, I was considered a monster by many. The streets were not kind to me. No way of showcasing true nobility when you look like a street rat. No way of showcasing your skills when you are lacking in opportunity. But you chart your own course. I hope you know this. No matter what anybody says, you have a place here. You are of this land. You are of this creed.
Penny will smile. Also leans in, whispers, says something that she probably can't tell Leo because she'll get mad. Yeah, I don't want Leo to worry. But when I was down there, I got a really good hit on the stupid goblin with the rock in his head.
Oh, wonderful.
And I think I can be a benefit, hopefully, to everybody soon.
Okay, well, I'm sure we'll all look forward to that day. And maybe in the future you could tell me how you did that, because that sounds incredible. And I
It
just kind
was
of give her
really
like
funny. I'll show you later. Not when
Sounds
Leo's around, she'll be upset at me. But later. And then she's gonna go pick up all her stuff and go to Leo's room to sleep.
I'll look to Alicorn and Elvish. I say, shall we?
I will see you back at the shack. I need to do something first.
We might have shit
The what
talking in
shack?
Elvish.
The what shack?
The boy shack.
The boy shack. Then I will then kind of nod to him, and I am going to probably just kind of hang out outside, walk around, take my sweet time heading back.
Okay.
And Ala will head to the shrine at Timora.
Okay. You head to the shrine. One moment. Navarre, were you planning on stopping at the shrine tonight as well? You don't have to. I was just checking.
They were, but that can wait. Unless
She's going to the basement.
Yeah. Well,
Jose's on something today.
I love it. Whatever this is.
I love it.
This has been the
I
best.
can't.
Alucor, when you get
Yeah.
to the shrine, this is how you last left it. This is the state it's in now.
Gods above. He'll go to the shrine and slowly, as best as he can from memory, and perhaps using a combination of mold earth to shore the foundations of the rock in the bottom and building it back up stone by stone.
Give me a history check to remember how it was put together.
6.
You start putting it back together as best you can. It's not quite right, but you at least get it started using mold earth, start shaping some of it back. Give me a religion check.
Alrighty. 8.
You put the stones into some kind of order. It's something, but any comfort that you had from this shrine before, you're not sure you're able to put it back yourself.
If I lose anything, it's stubborn. He'll just sit down in the dirt in front of the shrine and just put his head in his hands. What have I done? What have I done? My apologies, Timora. I'm sorry. And I'll just stay there for a moment before heading back, but we'll eventually just walk back home.
Roll another religion check.
A natural 20 for a 24.
How do you guys keep
Why did I
doing
get that
this?
earlier?
Yes!
Oh, man.
make this apology, and as you do, you go to stand up and you almost trip walking out of the shrine. As you stagger, you look back and you see a small stone that had been removed from the shrine. That was probably built into the shrine at some point. It has like a faint glow to it in the moonlight. Touching on it, you can feel magic coming off the stone. It is not like the stone that you have taken on Verna's request.
I will pick up this stone and examine it. Look back at the shrine. Is that where you belong? And I'll go and put that stone in what might feel to be the best fit, as he's made an absolute mare of this reconstruction.
Roll a... What is your current morality score?
It's a -4.
So you need to roll a 14 or higher. Roll a morality check.
Fuck.
And I would say you can do this at advantage.
Oh, thank God.
Wow.
That was a -2. What the
Not
fuck?
great.
0.
You place the stone back. You don't think this made up for any of the things you've done at late, but you did the best you can. This certainly didn't hurt. You place the stone back. You do feel some sense of rightness about it. You just wish that had an effect on you, but not today. What does Alu do after this?
He turns from the shrine, walks out, turns back, just bows his head. Prayers for me probably mean nothing right now. And then trudges back home.
As Alu walks home, that last stone that they placed, like they placed it sort of like almost like at the top, it slowly rolls off that spot, hits a stone, that stone falls over, another stone shifts, and the shrine sort of rights itself back into a fashion almost like it looked before it was destroyed. Alu has no idea that this happened, but just by a simple chance of luck, the shrine seems right again. Elsewhere, anyone else? Who's doing what?
I would like to speak with Penny, getting
Okay.
ready for bed. I think just since the both of them are gonna stay in Leo's room
basement?
tonight.
I thought we were talking about the other-
we are staying far from the basement.
What's going on down there? Nothing.
Just I'm no eavesdropper. But we're getting ready for bed, and you really scared me running away like that.
I know, I'm sorry. I wasn't running away from you. It was just an unfortunate byproduct of the running away from other people.
Right. Well, the next time you want to run away, wake me up before you go, okay? At least tell me. But I'd really rather you not run away at all. I think that would be the better option. But if you really feel as though you have to leave, don't let me sleep through it.
I promise. Really, I promise.
Okay. One other thing. You need to get rest. I need to get rest, and I don't want to keep you up. When you were attacking the Mind Flayer, right before you killed him, do you know what you said?
No, I don't know. I went somewhere else, and my memory came up. I remember jumping on him, but that's really it.
But not that you.
Why?
No, it is probably just another mystery. I didn't know that you spoke Celestial.
I don't.
Okay, that's.
What did I say?
A lot of things that I will not be repeating in this house.
Oh.
Things I've never heard you say before. And they're probably very justified. And I'm not upset in any way. It's just. You exhibited a type of rage that I've never seen you have. And to speak in a language that I didn't know that you spoke. It's just a lot of cursing and swearing and more curses towards him.
Oh, well, he probably deserved it. So
He definitely did. He nearly killed Val. So
yeah.
Worthy of death, but it's no matter. I just wasn't expecting it, and it was something I was not aware of you having any knowledge of. And it caught me off guard in the mix of everything that happened today. So I just wanted to ask, but it's fine. Get some rest, yeah?
Yeah. Yes. Are you gonna be okay going to bed?
I'll try. If I am too antsy, or if you are awake for some reason, and I seem to be going through it, you can wake me up. But I'm sure I'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
We will meet the others in the morning. I can show you some new things.
Things.
Yes, you will love all the new things. Definitely.
Looking forward to it.
Yes. Yes, you will. It'll be great.
Great. Yes. Great. Then get some rest. Yeah. And I am going to turn off the lights and everything, but I'm going to pull out a little notebook that I've been keeping on me, and just at the top date the night that it is, whatever day it is, and keep that on my bedside table for the morning. And then as I lay down, I'm going to think about all of the horrors that I have seen in the last 48 hours. Try and make sense of any of them. Think about the vision that I had where everyone died, and think about the vision that we saw when the Mind Flayer showed up, and think about everyone getting so hurt, Val nearly dying, Penny screaming in a language that I didn't know she knew. And I'm just gonna try and make sense of it all.
Go ahead and give me a sanity check. By the way, for the audience's information, this was not my idea. This was Gracie's idea to have this sanity check happen.
It was not Gracie's idea. It was Carrie's idea.
Okay, fair enough.
Carrie's so smart.
Whoa, hey, whoa.
11.
That is what's your sanity score?
0.
Then that is a success. You do not go crazy.
Amazing.
You do feel like when you close your eyes and rest, you feel those like tentacles on the edge of your vision. The ones you saw when you briefly examined the shrine.
Can I blink them away? Just keep them out.
You do, but they every once in a while, even the next day, you'll still see them every once in a while. Like something's lingering over you. But you go and rest. Your sleep is fine. Give me, let's see. Give me a wisdom saving throw. The DC is not too high.
Natural 20.
Okay. What would you like to dream about?
There's been so much awful shit. I'd like to dream about something nice for once. I see my friends die when I close my eyes. I don't like that. And I'd like to see them happy for just a night.
As you rest, you see your friends. You see you guys living what feels like mundane, almost just going about doing things in town. The other townspeople are still missing in any of these visions, but things seem peaceful, relaxing. And at some point, you would... One moment. At some point, you would dream, and your dreams would linger off into a different direction. And suddenly, you're with your dad again. And you guys are out by one of the farms on the edge of town. I believe it's the Alderleaf farm. You guys are there, and up on one of the fences far away, your dad has placed several bottles and is showing you how to cast spells. What's the first one he teaches you?
First cantrip or first spell?
Cantrip, spell, your choice.
The first one would be mage armor.
You have mage armor.
Necklace.
Do they teach you anything offensive?
Yes. But Mom doesn't know about it.
Okay.
But I've been practicing Firebolt.
Your dad
and it's very exciting.
Shows you how to cast the spell, and is excited. Make an attack roll.
Okay. Actually just pre-prepared this. So 23.
23. You fire and you hit one bottle, and that bottle explodes, and the force of it breaks the bottle next to it. And your dad is so excited. Way to go, baby bear! Picks you up, hugs you. You're doing good. This is great.
Thank you. Okay. What about other ones? What about you've done the one that they never miss? Can you do that? Can I learn that one?
Yeah.
Then I'll never miss.
Yeah, we can do that one. They pull out a small bottle of this sort of yellow fluid, and you see them drink it and close their eyes real tight. Okay, now the trick is knowing where your opponent is going to be, okay? So we're going to do this one a little bit differently, and they pick up a bottle. Okay, I'm going to throw it, and you go ahead, and you're going to cast it just like I taught you, all right? They throw the bottle, make an attack roll.
I'm just gonna do that. 25.
You fire out, and without fail, you sort of see where this thing is going. And not only are you able to fire a magic missile at it, but the next magic missile you fire, you're only able to fire 2 at this age. But the next magic missile you fire, like the glass shatters, and then like the biggest piece, that one also shatters. As you sort of felt like in that moment, like you saw where it was going to be in just a little bit. That like first little hint of divination starting up in Leo.
Wow.
Your dad celebrates, and it is one of the few completely peaceful and happy memories you have with him. Elsewhere.
So fun.
It's so fun. Elsewhere, down in the basement.
Basement time.
That puts us.
Just go back to Leah. It's fine.
No, I insist.
Where are you in a cell?
This is the cellar. It's not an actual prison cell.
Cell. For sure.
The cell for sure. Yeah. This is the cellar. You haven't quite furnished it yet, and by that I mean you haven't told me, the GM, what you guys have put in this place. So right now there's just a sleeping bag.
A rickety shelf. That's all I have.
There's a rickety shelf somewhere in here. Got it. You are here getting ready for bed. It's good to see you again.
They're putting the urn onto the shelf and like testing it to make sure it doesn't fall. But when they hear that, they turn back. Good to see you again. That is not what I expected. The first thing you would say.
Well, normally I'd be a lot warmer, but you've been giving me the cold shoulder since I saw you since you came to rescue us.
You saw that as coldness.
You didn't seem to tell your friends about us at all. Shied away from mentioning. You referred to me as a friend earlier. I'm just surprised that.
Do you? I don't even remember, but do you know how we last left it? We could have been. We were practically.
I remember we had an argument about something, but I I don't even remember what it is. So
Yeah. And all I remember is feeling so much. What was that? And then you were missing this entire time.
Didn't you see my note?
You did not leave a note.
I left a note on the notice board and by the statue where we used to. Where we
By
used to
the
meet
time
up.
I found that note, it was much longer than you were usually gone.
Oh. Oh. I apologize. Some paladins of my order were sent down here to deal with this threat, the same threat you've stumbled upon. And so I went with them. I didn't expect to be gone that long. Yeah.
I don't even. I haven't told them because there wasn't a time to tell them. I didn't leave the grove. I didn't leave the grove to look. I thought you would return. I thought.
Well, why did you come down here then? Why aren't you watching over the grove?
I thought you were missing. So I left my post. And I did something very stupid. But there was a fire. And at the time, all the druids could tell us were that after months of reducing it down, getting the life and the ecosystem somewhat back to balance, is that a druid was at the cause of it. Someone that I thought I didn't know, but I respected. And the punishment they gave him, for some odd reason that he had claimed that he saw something and he was getting rid of a blight, and the druids had claimed that there was no such thing. And what they had told us was their punishment was just exile.
I see.
And for that time, I vowed that he will pay for the amount of pain left behind. But as always, I was wrong in that too. So I had left, went to go see Alucor, and find out the blight was real, and that the druids knew about it. The archdruid, they knew the entire time. I cannot even imagine what Alucor is feeling. Knowing they won't walk those groves or paths anymore and are not allowed. And I just feel sick to my stomach to return.
I understand. I'm sorry. Sounds like you had a very hard time while I was away. I wish I could have been there for you.
They're clutching at their productive health. And I think everything that they're doing, whether it's doing stuff, has like this thing of someone who's lived with anxiety and frustration for a while, of like holding down their emotions. So it's just a lot of different shakes, and maybe their resting heart rate is now like really high. But they look up to Lutheran, stand on their tippy toes. I don't know what this is, and I don't know what we are fighting about. But I am very happy that you are okay.
They move towards you to embrace you. Do you pull away at all?
Like a slight flinch. Like they're not used to it. They haven't been for a while. And just a little shake of like their torso.
Lutheran stops. I'm glad to see you're safe as well. Though I have to ask about this blight you've been experiencing. You said you weren't affected, but I could see it in your eyes.
Their hand is to their stomach. If I can use it, then it is of no concern.
I would not be so sure. These things might come with gifts, but like your friends' dealings with the devil, they may come with strings attached. If you'll allow me, I'd like to at least try to rid you of this affliction.
Rid of it? When it could give us an advantage? Or
How has it helped you thus far?
I don't know yet. I have a purpose to them, and then even though they're shaking away, they'll still allow themselves to come into like their embrace and slowly move their hand to her stomach. What if it is hurting more than helping? I can't back down from my I have a new duty here. I have something to look for.
No one's asking you to back down, just that you not carry this burden with you as you fight these things. Several paladins from my order were captured by these things. I am staying, and I will help you fight them. But that does not mean you need to carry whatever this blight is. I know that young girl Penny was able to use it to do some significant damage, and that's to be commended, but I tried healing them, and I was only able to scratch the surface. If it gets worse in them, I don't know that there's something we can do. And the same goes for you. If I try to take care of it now, I might have the strength to bear this. I don't know if I will forever, though.
Do you think I love you so little that I wish for you to bear it?
Bearing these kinds of afflictions are... It's our specialty.
Yes, part of what you do, but... You can look and see and assess.
Okay. They will examine you, and I'm just going to roll 2 checks for them. That's not great. That's a little better. Where did you get this? And they gesture to your necklace. A necklace, by the way, that I keep forgetting to add to your art, and I
From
need to
Sister
do that.
Ghelfi, the shrine at Timora.
You don't seem to have any signs of this blight on you. This amulet seems to be doing its job. Maybe that's fine for now. But if you experience anything worse, you tell me, all right?
If I find the words.
I'm glad to see you. And they hug you back, and whatever we fought over last, let's just put it behind us and start over.
Navarra is a little resistant at first, and like they had pulled away. And I think for a second they're just like clenching their fists of what this means, because they have never... Anyway, they're just bracking through that thought before turning back and possibly grabbing him by his like shirt and kissing him.
And kiss back, and we will fade to black from there. You can interpret that any way you want. And we will instead... Anyone else have anything that they want to do before we wrap up?
All I would say, just to put a button on the scene if possible.
Yeah.
Valandor, when he heads out, he's kind of still riding that, like, I guess that personal high, that manic state almost. And all he can think to himself is, it's a victory. The unknown horror has a face. May it not be its true face, at least it has a face. And it was defeated. So he finds himself walking the path that leads to the shack, and there's a like an entrance, almost like a deep forest, I would assume, that kind of divides the space in between.
Mm-hmm.
And he just kind of like almost like hops in place before he takes off at an insane speed. And it is this kind of energy that is it's like letting go of that energy. So he's like jumping over trees, he's grasping onto branches, launching himself off, sort of like putting his skills to the test, but riding that excitement, that, you know, closure of some degree between Penny and us and everyone coming together, and some people surviving. At least there is a ability to know that there is more to explore. There's more answers. There's more, and that's a good feeling. And he just keeps going until briefly, for a moment, he just feels that sharp pain on his head from when the mind flayer like got him. And then that completely, it's like he misses his footing on a tree, slams, hits his back against a tree bark, and just kind of rolls and covers himself in dirt. And then the wanted poster like sort of flashes back at him, and he just kind of like stands up and, foolish boy, and then just kind of like dusts himself off, kind of chuckles to himself, and then ends up walking the rest of the way, but somewhat limping and kind of clutching his back. And I'm like, damn it. That's it.
You continue walking. And as you do, I made a check earlier. I didn't tell you guys what it was for, but I made 2 checks. And you passed yours. So I'm going to have you roll a wisdom check now. Or you could do insight. You're going to do so at advantage, though, since you passed the check earlier that I rolled for you.
Okay. A save?
Insight. Or if you want
insight.
to do... Yeah, yeah, insight.
Insight. Okay. At advantage?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so here's the first one. It's a 9. Second one, that's a 5. So 9.
There's a brief moment when you thought about that thing's tentacles wrapped around you. You're in and out of consciousness, and you're remembering being there in that inner sanctum of the Goblin Fortress, and you remember in that moment as its tentacles were around your eyes, like you closed them for a moment, and it felt like you were back in that place where you first saw Penny. And you remember that feeling of something being wrapped around your neck. And you remember clutching down, grabbing an arrow, and thrusting it behind you until you heard like a loud squish. And then you just remember this intense pain rushing through you as you did that, and your eyes starting to swell with pain, and you grab at them, and just before your vision goes, you look at your hands, and they're covered in your blood, which you think may be coming out of your eyes. That's the last thing you remember before blacking out. Seems you've gotten closer to these things before than you originally thought.
I take that almost in stride. Still very fearful of it, but allowing myself to continue ahead.
Continue ahead, confident in the next step of your journey. Anyone else before we close out? Last call. Okay, then I think this is a good place to stop. You guys have another session of just roleplay ahead of us as you guys are safe and you have to figure out what your next move is. I will give you a few small things to consider before your next session. One, Leo, those names that you found on the map, those are things you might be able to ask Gwyn Orsong on. They might know a little bit about those, or you can do your own research. Additionally, yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Yeah, is there anything any of you guys are hoping to do next episode? We can talk about it now just to figure out. Any ambitions?
Alucor, your parents are still here?
Yeah, I think the town needs some rebuilding a little bit.
Yeah.
maybe.
A little bit of
Check in on the
outreach.
town.
Community
some
outreach.
funerals,
Yeah.
and oh, by the way, the one who's in charge, he needs to stop. He just needs to let it go. Like he needs to. We need
You're
to
gonna
do a
hold
whole
an election next week.
A new leader.
Oh yeah.
Next session is primaries.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna have the
Thank you.
debates.
Yeah.
I'll
think-
moderate.
I think
Ugh.
next week calls for maybe a time skip, which does not bode well for the people who are missing, but I think our story demands it. We will do a time skip next week, and we will figure things out. So we're going to have an election. That's something to look forward to.
I want to wander out into the woods and show off my new things.
You're going to wander out and show off your new things to who?
To other people, like
To
we have to
me.
be in the woods together. All of them, if they want to come.
Oh, okay.
Val really wants to see
Like
whatever's
away.
told.
Okay, got it.
God.
So a trip out in the woods for show and tell, and we're a funeral apparently,
Oh.
and some rebuilding. That sounds
Yes.
delightful, guys. This was a wonderful session. I'm glad nobody outright cried. That was good. Hopefully next week is
We
just as
got
peaceful
close.
and relaxing. You guys
I literally
deserve.
had a tear.
You guys deserve some rest and relaxation.
This is going to be great.
Yeah. Okay, that is all for us. We'll be back next week. Otherwise, we will also be here. We will be here Wednesday for Fears and Fortunes. They have just concluded a whole bunch of stuff as well, so they have to figure out what the next step of their journey is too. These next two episodes, I would say, are going to be pretty pivotal in terms of where both campaigns go. So don't miss either of them, because that'll probably decide a lot of what's going to happen the later half of Spears of Fortune seasons and the next season for Defenders of Phandelver, depending on next episode. So make sure you see that, and thank you all for watching. Till next time. Bye!
Bye.
Bye.
Peace, y'all.
Whoa. Let's go.
Jose,